Let's
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the latest edition of the Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar Podcast. It's our 5th anniversary year. Thank you so much for all of the fun that you've done. If you're listening to this on our audio platforms, please give us a 5-star review and please download this episode. I'm so very lucky because I have a really cool guest for you guys today. She is a Spotify verified artist. She's a musician and a comedian, and as of this recording, 125,000 Instagram followers with 199,400 TikTok followers, and her content on that platform has been like 2 million times. Please help me welcome Ksenia to the podcast.
go. Hi, my name is
Hello.
Ksenia. Nobody can pronounce my name. They call
Oh
me
yeah.
Ksenia, 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 Kesadia, Natasha, but it's Ksenia.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry about that, my friend. Thank you so much. I hope. All right, so let's get started for the pot. Let's get started. When did you
Good.
get interested in performing? How did that passion evolve into the desire to pursue a career in the recording industry?
Well, I didn't really choose to become a singer. It chose me. I just wanted to do it since I was a child. I was like a kindergarten star. I was like, me, who wants to sing? Me. I was always the one to volunteer to sing. I don't know why. And I just love doing that. Everyone seemed to love that when I was singing. I was like a class clown. I was always saying something that's not appropriate and or it's not a good time right now to laugh, but I would always have some comment. And then performing, it was just part of my upbringing. I was in music school studying piano. I was also singing in choir. So it was just all around me. And I feel like I'm glad that the environment that I was raised in was so creative with music actually and comedy. Yeah.
Really good, really cool. So, who are some of your influences?
Well, I've had many influences growing up. Well, first of all, my first introduction to Western music was when my dad was blasting Queen, and we are the champions, my friend. It was like really loud. So I really liked Queen and all of his music. I think he might be one of the most talented musicians that have ever lived on this planet. Then when I was growing up, I was listening to Spice Girls. I was actually pretty sure that I was Baby Spice. And me and my friend, she was Jerry and I was Baby Spice, and we were both with hairbrushes dancing in front of the TV, you know, um, learning all the choreo, if you want to be my lover. Oh my God, we were like crazy dancing. Then Backstreet Boys, and Sync, and then I loved Britney Spears. I remember reading in like a local Nahodka magazine. Then when she had her big hit, I think it was "Oops, I Did It Again" or "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time." I don't remember which came first, but
Baby One More Time came first. I'm a Britney fan, so Baby One More Time came first, and Oops did was the second.
yes, I read this in a magazine in a hotka that this is like a new star, and I was, I think, 10 or maybe like that age. I was like, wow, I want to be that person too. But I'm like, I'm in Russia in Nahotka. This ambition is weird. I don't know where it came from. I just had this big dream. I had a huge dream to come to Los Angeles and do this, and it's actually happening. I mean, it's happening slow, but it's gonna get faster now. Because you know why? Because I think I've been a certain way, and I think that person is gone. I feel like the old way is not gonna open new doors, the old keys. So I'm actually throwing all the old keys. Like I'm throwing them tonight.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I gotta say that is it's with this with our generation. A lot of the old ways are gone, and like we have to come up with new ways. And I have a quick side story I want to tell you.
Let's
I
go.
had the opportunity to interact with both Britney Spears and Mel B.
No way.
Yes, way. So let's go back to 2013, well, 2012, where in Kansas City, where X Factor USA was having its judges auditions. And I was working as a local crew member, and I found two makeup artists walking to a dressing room, and the dressing room door was open, and I exchanged eye contact with Brittany.
Oh my God.
I didn't want to get fired because I just went like, and then dashed out of there.
But that's
And
pretty cool.
yeah, and now from LB, I saw a taping of AGT season 11 at the Pasadena Civic Center, which is currently where AGT is currently filming. And they did a judge's entrance before COVID, and I got a high five from LB.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool that I had those two amazing stories.
I love this women. This is a cool women. This is the coolest women ever.
Absolutely. But we're not here to talk about them. We're here to talk about you. So let's get back on track. So, what have been some of the challenges that you face staying in the entertainment industry, and how have you overcome those obstacles?
Okay, I have like okay, staying in there. It's just the drive and motivation. It's really, first of all, it's really hard to keep going if you don't have any evidence of succeeding. It's like based on pure belief, you know? It's really hard to begin anything, to start anything. It's almost like if you don't know if you're gonna have a good end result, a lot of people don't even want to start, you know? But you have to have a resilience and like perseverance to want to keep going even though you don't succeed at first, you know, because it's not an easy field to succeed like any other field. Like you go to medical school, you become a doctor, you get a job, eventually you move up, you know, your career stairs. In Russia they say career stairs, I don't know what it's called here. But in music, acting, comedy, there is no guarantee that you're going to move up any career stairs. It's hard work plus luck, you know, and a lot of things don't depend on you. It's like it's depend on people, like if they love you, if they want to hear your music. So it's like success in music business is just really based on a lot of factors that you know don't really, you can't control. You can control on your creative part, the kind of music you release and what you put out there, because thank God we have social media. You can really put anything out there. It's easy, actually. It might be better than ever to be an artist, because you don't need a middleman. If you blow up online, then it's great. You because
Apps.
win the crowd and you will get your freedom. This is my favorite quote, because it's so true. Like if you have people raving about your music and comedy or anything that you do creative, and they want to come see you in show and sell and buy your merch and everything, like you don't need, I mean, I guess that's when you need a manager to help you manage everything, but you don't need to kiss any ass. I'm sorry to say this. Although like there are a lot of predators in this business, and it's really hard to know who wants what, because people come on to you like telling you you're very, very talented, they want to help you and they believe in you, and they suddenly, oh, they actually want to date you. And you're like, oh, so which one was that? So time is wasted and it's really disappointing. Another challenge is like you hire people to do things for you, like whether it's a photographer, makeup artist, videographer, anyone creative, to help you to bring your vision, and they just don't do their job. It's just so weird to me how if you want to be anyone, why wouldn't you want to do your job great? Like that's what my question is. If you want to be a pilot, you can't be a bad pilot. If you want to be like a makeup artist, just be the best makeup artist. Why would you want to be mediocre makeup artist? I'm sorry, this is maybe harsh, but that's what I really think. I really think people, creative people, or people, just they need to strive for greatness.
Absolutely, I do. And absolutely, I may not be the best at it, but I'm slowly getting there.
uh you're doing fine to me. Oh, if you want to have a session, let's talk. Because also like my friends always come to me for therapy, and like I mean, unsolicited advice, but it's kind of solicited, I think. Because I always want to inspire people to do great things.
Absolutely. You're doing fabulous things because if your social media following right now, not to mention some of your songs, we gotta start talking about some of your songs. I want to talk about your recent single, It's My Birthday. It's fabulous, it's fire. I featured it on my Jake's Take new music review. So go and guys checking that out. Can you tell me the story behind that song, please?
I'll tell you, my birthday's tomorrow, actually. 12th.
Oh, happy birthday!
So you know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be blasting the song all day, starting tonight.
Wonderful.
I can't seem to recognize.
Oh,
Oh, wonderful. Siri wanted to say happy birthday to you.
thank you, Siri. I appreciate you. Um, so in Russia, we celebrate two major holidays, birthday and New Year. So it's really, we take birthdays seriously. Like it's one of the big holidays we have. And New Year Eve too. I don't know why. People gather together to celebrate New Year Eve and birthdays. It's just a part of the tradition. And I've always wanted to have a birthday song, and I've never had one. And I thought maybe when I came to my producer with ideas this time, I had a like 3 4 ideas for a song, and I think we decided that birthday one was the most fun one. And since my birthday was coming up, because this song came together really fast, like it was like we wrote it maybe a month and a half ago. It's a really like fresh song. It's a really brand new song. We wrote it and we recorded it, and here we are. My birthday is tomorrow, and I'm gonna blast it. So every year, I'm gonna, celebrate my birthday with a song for the rest of my life. Maybe my friends will too. Maybe a lot of people will. We don't know. We don't know yet.
Absolutely. So, how about Only Want You More by with Stevie Mackey? Because last time I checked, 765,000 Spotify streams.
Thank you. Well, that song was pandemic anthem. It was released during pandemic, and it was inspired by my two friends who broke up, and I was friends with both. So I was being a therapist to both of them. And then, I don't have to live through the song to create a song. I can just ask, so what is your experience? You guys just broke up. So how are you feeling right now? So literally was making notes on how she was feeling and how he was feeling. And I was taking classes at that time with Stevie Mackey. And I asked him, like, I have a duet song and I'm looking to record it with someone. Do you know, because he teaches a lot of singers, and he listened to it and he was like, I'll sing it. So, and nothing was going on during pandemic, and we had this song, and it had a good moment. I still have people making videos to the song on TikTok. So I'm very happy about the song. I think it's a powerful song. The more you want to break up with someone, the more you want them in your life. It's weird how it works. When it's time to say goodbye, like, no, I actually love you.
However, you do have a song that's the antithesis of that, and that is Fire with Fire.
Yeah, as a Russian woman, I love to seek revenge. I'm kidding, not anymore. Like these songs were written maybe like 5 years ago, and I was a little bit of a different person. I really like to suffer in the past. I was a victim a lot in my life, and I loved being a victim. I loved complaining. And I mean, I still love complaining in a comedic way because this is the part of my personality, but I'm definitely not a victim anymore. And it used to be a time when I was a victim, and that's when all the sad songs were happening to me. Honestly, I think this could be a good for my comedy bit, that a lot of the songs they all are written based on toxic relationship and somebody being a victim, somebody blaming somebody for, like, because of you, I never stray too far from the sidewalk. Like, seriously, not because of him, just walk on the sidewalk, like, just walk. Doesn't matter what he did. Like, you don't have to be so codependent. I'm so sorry. This is terrible. But a lot of the songs are based on toxic relationship, and I'm so self-aware these days that there's anything toxic just pops in my life and it's out of my life like that moment. Like there's no time for this, there's no place for this, there's no energy like for anything that's codependent, toxic, or victim. And I hear people who are victim, whenever they start talking, I'm like, okay, get into therapy. Like nothing I can do here.
All righty. All right. So, but there is something you can do. And this is like who you choose to collaborate with, who you choose to work with. So, who are some of your dream collaborators, the singers, the songwriters, the musicians, and the producers? And how would your partnership with them enhance your sound?
So when you ask about influences, I did mention that one of my influences is Little Dicky. He actually kind of sorted. I mean, he was an example of how you can do music and comedy, and that was a Freaky Friday song. So when I first saw it, I laughed so hard. I didn't even know Little Dicky. Everyone's like, when I was saying that I want to do rap and comedy, like rap and comedy and music, some merge it together, everyone's like, check out Little Dicky. So that's when I feel like he sort of gave me permission to, because when you want to invent something, you want to look at other people's path and be like, oh, have anyone done it? What is it okay to do it? Because you don't, it's always like creating a genre. It's like, but he did it. So thank God he did it. So I could like follow his I guess not path, but follow this direction. That's what I was going to say. My English sometimes not very good. So the dream collaboration would be with Lil Dicky, and I think Cardi B is a really really good woman, really like a badass lady. I think collaborating with her would be a fun idea. I also love R&B and I love SZA. I think she's such a powerful songwriter. Although I'm not as sensitive these days, but I went to her concert and she got me crying. I was like, what are you doing to me? I'm not this sensitive these days.
Oh yeah, it feels like SZA and Adele are trying to get everybody down.
Yeah, and Sam Smith in the past, remember? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
oh yeah. Those are songs I'm like, not say with me, but like, I've been too good at goodbyes. And like, seriously, those songs, oh my God. So, but I gotta say, SZA, Cardi B, Little Dicky, if you're listening to this, please call Ksenia, please.
Just DM, it's fine. DM me.
All righty. So let's talk about social media because you found some success, as we said earlier, on Instagram and TikTok. 2 billion likes.
Uh, I think it's all about consistency and putting cool content out there. It's all about consistency and cool content. Actually, I started a new account on Instagram just to experiment.
Really?
Yes, and guess what? My joke right now is at 600,000 views. Oh,
Wow.
sorry, it's blurring. Ay. Yes,
Wow.
yes,
600,000 views.
yes. I've never, so actually, so my advice to anyone who has social media and it feels a little dead, because mine feels a little dead. I don't know why. I feel like I had a lot of followers from India, and then when COVID hit, maybe they all died and they stopped looking at my account. So I have a lot of like dead followers on my I am Ksenia account. So I started experimenting. 2 weeks ago, I started a new account and I started putting musical content and funny content, comedy, stand-up content.
Oh,
It's
that's
doing,
a really good combination.
it's doing great. So I'm going to be moving to this account, and because this joke, can I tell you this joke?
Oh, sure.
So, whenever guys find out that I'm Russian, which is usually the next morning, they always ask me, do you like Putin? And I always say, I like when you, Putin.
Oh my God. Oi, 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 oi,
Thank you so
oi.
much. So I'm actually I'm pretty impressed with this turnout right now. Actually, all the reels are doing great. And that's not the case for my account. So I would say, if you're just new beginnings are good. Don't delete your original account. Just try another account and post. Just post consistently. Right now with reels, you grow really fast. So, we don't know. I might even blow up even bigger this year, next year. So I'm determined. There is no way back, actually. I was thinking, like, I've come so far. I've made many mistakes. When birthday comes around, I feel very reflective of my choices in life. And I remember the time when I was absolutely fucking stupid. But I should be nice to myself because I did the best I could, and I knew that's, how they say this quote, like, do like what you know, but when you know better, do better. So this is where I'm at. I think I'm gonna know better, and I'm gonna do better. So I'm optimistic.
I know you'll have fabulous 2024, and I think I'll have a fabulous 2024. Let's put that out there in the universe. So all of us are going to have a fabulous 2024.
Manifesting the fabulous
Abs-
2024. Amen.
Amen to that. So we got to start winding down our conversation. So where can my audience, in addition to the new Instagram, where can my audience find your music and find your other social media apps?
Well, I am Ksenia. So Ksenia, Ksenia. That's my artistic name for stand-up and comedy and music. And so if you just Google Ksenia, I will pop up. So as right now, I'm gonna say I'm Ksenia everywhere, actually, or I'm Ksenia Music. But new account right now is I'm Ksenia XO. But because I'm just trying, but I'm gonna transfer it to I'm Ksenia. I'm gonna swap them. Just
All
gonna
right.
the brand
That's
new.
perfect.
Yeah.
And music wise,
And music is Ksenia. It's just Ksenia everywhere.
all righty. So, guys, if you miss an episode of the Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar podcast, where have you been for the past 5 years? I have 5 years of content you can check out on audio on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Audible. That's Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar, JACOBELYACHAR. Now, are you on social media? Because I'm on social media too. Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and YouTube. Jacob Elyachar, JACOBELYACHAR. And if you're on TikTok, it's the real Jacob Elyachar. So that's really good. And then also, guys, jakes-take.com, the blog that started it all, is turning 13 this year. And head over to jakes-take.com to check out what happened last season on Masked Singer, what's currently going on with AGT Fantasy League, and much, much, much more. And all my take on the news group. Ksenia, thank you so much for your time and consideration, for taking time in your schedule to talk with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
And guys, thank you so much for listening. Until next time, have a great one, everybody. Goodbye.